Get comfortable with Daily Talk English.
This is your English listening practice podcast to help you learn and improve naturally.
When we talk about learning English, we sometimes focus on speaking a lot. But there's one skill that's absolutely as important as speaking, and it's sometimes overlooked.
That's right, we're talking about listening. Listening is how we first learned our native language. If you don't listen well, how can you even speak well?
Exactly. Good English listening skills are the foundation for everything else. If you can't understand what people are saying, it's really hard to respond, learn new vocabulary, or even follow a simple conversation.
It can also feel challenging sometimes because English speakers can talk quickly or use accents or new phrases. It's easy to get lost.
It really is. But here's the good news. There are specific things you can do to train your ears and significantly improve your English listening comprehension. It's not just about listening more. It's about listening smart.
By the way, I'm Liam.
And I'm Emily.
And this is Daily Talk English.
The place where you can learn English while you relax, lie down, or even while you sleep. No pressure, no stress, just real English.
Today we're going to reveal 5 secrets to improve your English listening skills. These aren't just common tips. They're strategies that can genuinely transform how you hear and understand English.
That's right. We'll break down each secret, give you practical advice, and help you turn passive listening into active, effective English listening practice.
So get comfortable, grab your tea, and let's get started. All right, let's dive into our first big secret for improving your English listening skills. And it's a very simple idea, but incredibly powerful. Don't just hear English, but listen to English.
It might sound a bit confusing for some learners. What's the difference between hearing and listening? Aren't they the same?
No, they're not quite the same, especially when it comes to learning a language. Hearing is simply when sounds enter your ears. It's often passive, like when you have the radio on in the background, or someone is talking nearby, but you're not really paying attention.
So, if I have an English podcast playing while I'm doing chores, but I'm not really focusing on it, that's just hearing?
Exactly. And while some background exposure can be a little bit helpful, it won't dramatically improve your understanding. Actively listening, on the other hand, means you are fully engaged. You are paying attention with your brain, trying to understand, and making an effort to process the information.
So how do we actively listen?
Well, it means paying attention to everything you can. It's not just about the words themselves. It's about the tone of voice. Does the speaker sound happy, sad, angry, or excited? That tells you a lot about their message.
Right. The tone gives context.
If you're having a real English conversation with someone or watching a video, pay attention to their expressions. Look at their eyes and their body language. Do their eyebrows go up when they're surprised? Do they nod their head when they agree? These visual cues are a huge part of communication and can help you understand even if you miss a few words.
It's like your brain is collecting all the clues, not just the sounds. So instead of just letting the English wash over you, you're trying to really understand the message behind the words.
So whenever you engage with English listening, try to be present and active. Make it a focused activity, even if it's for just a few minutes. That active effort is where the real improvement happens.
Your ears will start to pick up more, and your brain will get better at connecting all the pieces of the puzzle.
Let's move on to our second secret for really boosting your English listening skills. This one is about changing your approach just a little bit.
Yes, and it's something many learners struggle with. Our second secret is focus on the big idea first, not every single word.
That's right, think about it. How are you supposed to listen well and understand a conversation if you're trying to catch and translate every single word? It's like trying to count every grain of sand on a beach. It's impossible and you'll miss the beautiful ocean.
That's a great way to put it. When you try to understand every single word, your brain gets overwhelmed very quickly. You miss the main message because you're stuck trying to figure out one small piece.
So, instead of trying to catch every single word, train your ears and your brain to listen for the main idea, the overall message. What is the speaker generally talking about? What is the main point they are trying to make?
This is especially true for English listening practice with real English conversations. Native speakers often talk quickly, and they use idioms or phrases you might not know. If you stop to understand every unknown word, you'll fall behind and lose the thread of the conversation.
When you focus on the big idea, even if you miss a few words here and there, you can still follow the conversation. Your brain will start to fill in the gaps based on the context.
Let's try a quick example to show you what we mean. Emily, I'm going to say a short paragraph, and I want you to tell me just the main idea, not every detail. Ready?
Ready.
Yesterday, I went to the new community park that just opened up. It has a fantastic playground for kids, a really nice walking path around a small lake, and plenty of benches for people to relax. The weather was perfect, so there were lots of families enjoying picnics and playing games. It's a wonderful addition to our neighborhood.
Okay, my big idea is that you visited the new park and it's a great place for everyone in the neighborhood to enjoy outdoor activities.
Perfect. See? Emily didn't repeat every single detail like playground for kids or picnics and games. She understood the core message. It's a new, good park for the community.
That's what you want to aim for when you're listening. Don't stress about the small details at first. Just try to grasp the main point. As you practice this, the smaller details will start to become clearer over time.
So, next time you're listening to English, whether it's a podcast like ours, a video, or a conversation, ask yourself, what's the main point here? What's the big picture? All right, let's move on to our third secret for improving your English listening skills.
Our third secret is guess the context. As important as catching the main idea, understanding the context is also really, really helpful.
You're right. Without context, it can be very difficult to understand what's being said, even if you know all the words individually.
So what exactly is context in simple words? Context is basically the situation, the background, or the surrounding information that helps you understand why something is being said, or what it truly means. It's like putting the puzzle pieces together to see the full picture.
It's the who, what, where, and when that gives meaning to the words. For example, if someone says, "I'm going to the bank," the meaning of bank changes completely if the context is about money versus a riverbank.
In English, same words could have different meanings, and it's the context that tells you which meaning is correct. Knowing the situation helps you predict what kind of words or phrases you might hear, even if you don't catch every single one. It fills in the gaps for your English listening comprehension.
It's like when you walk into a room, you instantly get a sense of whether it's a party, a meeting, or a quiet library. That's the context, and it helps you understand the conversations happening there.
This skill is super important for real English conversation. You use clues like where the conversation is happening, who is speaking, what they were talking about just before, or even their tone of voice.
Let's try another practice. Emily, you're going to say something, and I'll try to guess both the context and the main idea.
Perfect. Here goes. Excuse me, I seem to have lost my boarding pass. My flight is BA286 to London, and it's boarding in 15 minutes. I'm starting to get a little worried.
Okay, the context here is clearly at an airport, probably at the gate or nearby. Someone has lost something important.
Good. And what's the main idea?
The main idea is that this person has lost their boarding pass for an upcoming flight, and they are feeling anxious because boarding is soon.
Excellent, Liam. You didn't need to hear every single detail, but by guessing the context, airport, lost boarding pass, boarding soon, you could easily understand the main problem and the feeling of the speaker.
So, next time you're listening to English, try to paint a picture of the situation in your mind. Who is speaking? Where are they? What are they probably talking about? This will greatly improve your ability to understand.
Let's move on to our fourth secret for dramatically improving your English listening skills. This one is about breaking out of your usual routine.
The fourth secret is diversify your listening materials.
What we mean by diversify is to use a wide variety of different types of English content, not just stick to one kind. It's really easy to get comfortable listening to only one specific type of English.
That's true. Maybe you always watch the same kind of TV show. While that's good for enjoyment, to truly improve your listening for all situations, you need to get out of your comfort zone and try different materials.
We know some learners, for example, who started by only watching their favorite dramas or sitcoms in English. While that's a fantastic start and great for enjoyment, it limits the kind of vocabulary and accents you're exposed to.
To really push their English listening comprehension, they started to branch out. They began to also listen to other topics in English that they weren't used to.
For example, instead of just dramas, they might start listening to historical audiobooks if they're interested in history. Or maybe podcasts about psychological topics if that's something they find fascinating. This exposes you to different vocabulary and ways of speaking.
And a really, really important type of material to add to your routine is news in English. News broadcasts cover so many different topics: politics, science, current events, culture, sports. It's very general, which means it exposes you to a wide range of vocabulary and formal language.
Yes, news is a fantastic way to practice listening because it gives you a broad overview of many subjects. It's designed to be understood by a general audience, so it's a great way to improve your general understanding of English in different contexts.
So think about what you usually listen to, and then challenge yourself to find something new and different. The wider variety of English you listen to, the better your ears will become at understanding everything.
All right, we've already arrived at our fifth and final secret for truly improving your English listening skills.
Yes, and it's a very practical tip. Write down what you understood.
It might seem simple, but writing while listening or immediately after listening is really, really helpful. You can do this in a physical notebook or even on your phone's notes app.
This isn't about writing down every single word you hear. It's about capturing key information, just like we talked about with the big idea and context. You can jot down new words you want to remember, main ideas from the conversation, things you learned, or even questions about things you want to check for later.
This act of writing is a powerful form of active listening. It forces your brain to engage with the material, to process it, and to decide what's important. It prevents you from just passively hearing and then forgetting about it a few minutes later.
It's like you're taking notes in a lecture, even if you're just listening to a podcast or watching a video. That physical act of writing helps solidify the information in your memory.
And think about another way of writing to engage: commenting on videos or podcast episodes you watch or listen to. Some people find that writing comments about what they learned or asking questions does help. It shows you're engaging with the content and thinking critically about it.
Yes, that's a good form of active engagement and practicing your writing skills. But when it comes to truly reinforcing your memory and connecting with the language, we find that there is nothing as better as writing with a pen and your hand.
There's something about the physical act of writing, the connection between your brain and your hand, that helps you remember information more deeply. It forces you to slow down and really think about the words and ideas.
So, whether it's a notebook or your phone, make writing a part of your English listening practice. It's a secret that will greatly boost your English comprehension and help you remember what you've heard.
I wanted to add a bonus secret, something that underpins all the tips we've shared today. It's truly vital for learning any new skill, especially English listening. My bonus secret is simple: be patient and persistent. Learning to truly understand English takes time, and it's a gradual process. You won't become a perfect listener overnight, and that's completely normal.
I agree. It's easy to get frustrated when you're listening and you don't catch every single word, or when a conversation feels too fast.
It really is. But that's exactly when you need to be really patient with yourself. If you don't get something, or if the listening practice seems boring or difficult, your first instinct might be to give up. But that's the moment to just take a deep breath and remember that it's part of the process.
Just keep trying.
Yes, you need to be persistent. Even if you only understand 50% of what you hear today, if you keep at it regularly, in a month, that might become 60% and then 70%. Those small improvements add up. Every time you push through that feeling of confusion or boredom, your brain gets a little bit stronger at processing English.
So, don't let those moments of difficulty discourage you.
Absolutely. Remember, you're building a new skill. Think of it like building a muscle. You don't get strong after one workout. It takes consistent effort and a lot of patience. So when you're practicing your English listening, be kind to yourself, stick with it, and trust the process. You'll definitely see the results. And that brings us to the end of our episode revealing 5 secrets to improve your English listening skills.
We truly hope these strategies help you transform how you approach English listening practice and boost your overall English comprehension. Remember, it's not just about hearing, it's about actively listening, guessing context, diversifying materials, writing things down, and most importantly, being patient and persistent.
We'd love to hear from you. What was your favorite secret from today's episode? And what challenges do you face with English listening? Let us know in the comments below.
For more practical English listening and speaking practice, useful English conversation tips, and episodes designed to improve your English fluency for everyday use,
Make sure to subscribe to Daily Talk English wherever you listen to podcasts.
By subscribing, you'll ensure you don't miss any of our episodes, packed with insights to help you on your English learning journey.
Thank you so much for letting us be a part of your learning. Keep listening, keep practicing, and take care, everyone.